viewers watching Siobhan and welcome to Vlogmas Day 7. Today's outfit is just my Harry Potter PJs. The bottoms are the same. Yeah, I should have worn my Pokemon onesie, my Snorlax Pokemon onesie, but I accidentally already wore that for the video putting up my Christmas tree. So I can't do that. I'm trying not to repeat outfits, but the Pokemon one would have been perfect for this video, but never mind, it's fine. I'll just wear my Harry Potter PJs. It's good. But basically we're going to be doing my mangas that I've read this year. I would have done my favourite mangas of the year, but I haven't read that many mangas for it to be worth it. So I'm just going to go through all the mangas I've read this year, and it's only 11. I only just properly started getting more into manga this year. I've always loved it, but I just properly got into reading it this year. I'm going to start off with Attack on Titan Volume 1. I'm not even going to attempt the authors' names on any of these mangas. I ended up giving it 3 stars for the first volume. Basically, this is about this town that it has a massive wall around it to protect the people in the village from massive, I guess you would call them giants, but they call them titans, from getting in and eating people basically. But in the first volume, this even bigger titan now manages to storm where they live, and yeah, this guy here helps protect the place and tries to kill the titans basically. I'm really looking forward to volume 2, super excited about that. I don't have it yet, but hopefully I'll get it soon and continue on with the series. I did quite like it. It wasn't like the best manga I've read, but it was still interesting enough for me to continue. The next 3 volumes of manga are all Spice and Wolf. It's volume 2, volume 3, and volume 4. I'll go through and tell you the rating for each of them. Volume 2 was 3 stars. I read the first volume I think the end of last year. Unfortunately it is one of those explicit ones. It's not that bad. It's not as bad as I've seen some, so it's okay. I like the story in it. Basically it's about this wolf god, this wolf harvest god called Holo, who meets up with this travelling merchant Lawrence, who then is trying to get Holo the wolf north to where she needs to go. I can't exactly remember why they're heading north to a certain place, because it was a while ago that I read the first volume, so I might have to go back and reread that. But they're really quick reads. I really quite enjoyed it. I gave the third volume 4 stars because there was a lot more action in this one. I think the first 2 volumes were more to explain what's happening, and then this one shit happens and goes down and they have to try and escape and stuff. But I can't really say too much because spoilers, but it's a lot more action packed in this one and I really liked it. And then volume 4 I gave 3 stars because they meet this new girl on their way, on their travels, and she helps protect them against real wolves that are out on their trail that they're on or something like that. But yeah, I really did like this one as well. I like ones that do definitely have more action in them, but I still like the, I guess you would call them filler volumes, just to continue on their travel to get them further along. But yeah, I still really quite like this one. I like the new girl that was introduced. She was really nice. The next manga I'm going to go through is the first 3 volumes of Fullmetal Alchemist. There you go. The first volume I gave 4 stars. I gave all 3 volumes 4 stars because honestly I love the 2 brothers, Edward and Alphonse. I think that's the second brother's name. This dude. At first I thought this was the Full Metal Alchemist, but this guy is Edward. He's I kind of relate to him on a physical level because he's short, and I'm only 4'9 3/4", so he gets all of the short jokes, and I'm like, yep, I've heard them all. So I thought it was hilarious that I could connect to him on that way, but I think they're hilarious. And it is quite action packed. There's some like life death type things, and I think it was the second volume that it got quite dark. I'm not gonna say why, but because spoilers. But yeah, it got darker than I expected it to. I wasn't sure how I felt about it because it was a bit disturbing. But I still really, really love the two brothers and their story. And yes, basically, the Full Metal Alchemist Edward, he lost an arm and a leg, and the brother lost his whole body while trying to bring back their mother to life because she died. And obviously that's kind of frowned upon, so it's like an eye for an eye type thing. So they lost body parts, or a whole body, to bring back their mother, and it didn't work. And they're still trying to do that, and they're trying to figure out a way to do it without losing anything else and get their body parts back at the same time. So it's all over the place, but I really do like their banter. It's just hilarious. Some of the words in this is weird, and I've had a laughing fit a couple times, so love this. Can't wait to continue on with the next ones. I do have 4, 5, and 6 in here ready to go, so hopefully next year I'll get on that. I think the last thing that I need to go over is the first 4 volumes of Death Note. This is so heavy. I finally did it. I finally started Death Note. I did this for Manga-a-thon in October. I think I read most of these mangas for Manga-a-thon in October. But this has a lot more dialogue than I'm used to in some of the other mangas that I've read. I guess it does have a lot of explaining to do when it comes to the Death Note. I like Light and the other dude L. They're really cool. I can't remember L's name that he's going by, but I absolutely find Ryuk hilarious. I don't know why. He's very creepy looking, but I think he's so funny. I don't know what it is. He loves his apples. If you've read it, you know what I mean by that. He loves his apples. But I gave the first volume 4 stars, volume 2 and 3 3 stars, and volume 4 4 stars. I think 2 and 3 were a lot more information based. I still really enjoyed it because I need to be able to get all this information to know what's going on. But the first and the 4th volumes had a little bit more action in it, which, like I've said, I prefer. But yeah, Ryuk is just something else. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but he's the funniest thing ever. But yeah, I cannot wait to continue on with this series. Hopefully I'll read more next year. I'm hoping to finish it next year. This thing is so heavy. I really do love this story. I like the darkness to it for sure. Yes. I mean, everybody says that they love this that reads manga, as far as I'm aware, and I'm like, I was kind of at the point where so many people liked it that I was like, okay, I'm not going to read it just because everybody else likes it. But then I was like, oh, but I still want to read it because I'm interested in the story. But then I managed to get it on a good deal on Amazon, the all-in-one edition, and I was like, okay. I think I bought it with some birthday money, I think last year, and I just did it, and I bought it, and I don't regret it at all, and I'm glad I bought it, because I really do love the story, so, yeah. I think that's all the mangas I've read this year so far. I don't know, I might read more by the end of the year because I'm still currently doing the magical readathon, so I don't know if there's going to be a manga prompt in there at some point, or like read a graphic novel or something like that. So I might end up reading more by the end of the year, but I don't know. But this is just it for now. I hope you enjoyed my Goodreads, Twitter and Instagram are in the description as always. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Whoa, fall over.